Small changes, often overlooked in the pursuit of dramatic transformations, hold a secret power. These incremental improvements, though seemingly insignificant in the moment, compound over time to create remarkable results. Like a ship adjusting its course by just a few degrees, the impact of these minor shifts becomes increasingly apparent as the journey progresses. This principle, often referred to as the compound effect, applies to all areas of life, from personal growth to professional achievements. The beauty of tiny gains lies in their sustainability. Grand gestures and drastic overhauls, while tempting, often lead to burnout and ultimately fail to deliver lasting change. Small, incremental improvements, on the other hand, are manageable, requiring less willpower and making them easier to incorporate into daily life. This consistency, rather than intensity, is what fuels long-term growth. Just imagine the impact of improving just 1% each day. While a single day's progress may seem negligible, the cumulative effect over time is astounding. This concept, popularized by the idea of getting 1% better every day, has inspired countless individuals to embrace the power of gradual improvement in their own lives. By focusing on making small, consistent steps forward, they have unlocked remarkable transformations in their health, relationships, careers, and overall well-being. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Similarly, the path to achieving extraordinary results starts with embracing the power of tiny gains. By consistently making small improvements, we unlock our potential to achieve remarkable growth over time. The key is to start small, stay consistent, and trust in the power of compounding to transform our lives. Intrigued by the idea of unlocking exponential growth through tiny gains, I decided to embark on a personal experiment to improve 1% every day for an entire year. The goal was not to achieve perfection, but rather to cultivate a habit of continuous improvement, no matter how small. I was curious to discover the impact this commitment to daily progress would have on my life. At the heart of this challenge was a desire to break free from the inertia of complacency. I wanted to challenge myself to grow, to push beyond my comfort zone, and to see what I was capable of achieving with consistent effort. The 1% rule, with its emphasis on small, sustainable changes, felt like the perfect framework for this personal exploration. I knew that committing to daily improvement wouldn't be easy. Life is full of distractions and unexpected challenges that can easily derail even the best intentions. To stay on track, I needed a plan, a system for tracking my progress and holding myself accountable. This involved setting clear goals, breaking them down into smaller, more manageable steps, and establishing routines that would support my commitment to daily growth. The 1% challenge was more than just a productivity hack. It was an opportunity to cultivate a growth mindset, to embrace challenges as opportunities for learning, and to develop the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. I was excited and a little apprehensive to see where this journey of daily improvement would take me. The initial days of the 1% challenge were marked by a surge of motivation. Fueled by the excitement of embarking on a new journey, I tackled each day with enthusiasm, eager to make progress towards my goals. I experimented with different habits and routines, determined to find what worked best for me. However, as the novelty wore off, the true test began. Maintaining consistency, I soon realized, was far more challenging than the initial burst of enthusiasm. Life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, had a way of throwing curveballs my way, disrupting my carefully crafted plans. There were days when fatigue, distractions, and unforeseen obstacles threatened to derail my commitment to daily improvement. It was during these moments of struggle that I realized the importance of flexibility and self-compassion. I learned to adjust my expectations, acknowledging that some days would be more productive than others. Instead of beating myself up over setbacks, I focused on identifying the lessons learned and adjusting my approach accordingly. The key to overcoming these challenges was to focus on building systems that supported my goals. This involved creating a schedule that prioritized my most important tasks, minimizing distractions, and establishing accountability mechanisms to stay on track. It was a process of continuous experimentation and refinement, but with each passing day, I became more adept at navigating the inevitable obstacles that arose. Section 4. Building the foundation, habits and routines. Consistency, the cornerstone of lasting change, became my mantra as I delved deeper into the 1% challenge. I realized that relying solely on willpower was not a sustainable strategy. To make daily improvement a way of life, I I needed to establish habits and routines that would automate the process, making it effortless to stay on track. I began by identifying small, high-impact actions I could incorporate into my daily routine. These were not monumental tasks, but rather simple, manageable steps that, when repeated consistently over time, would compound into significant results. For example, instead of aiming to read an entire book in a week, I committed to reading just 10 pages each day. Similarly, instead of overhauling my diet overnight, I focused on incorporating more fruits and vegetables into each meal. To solidify these habits, I experimented with different implementation strategies. I used habit trackers to monitor my progress, rewarding myself for consistency. I leveraged the power of accountability by sharing my goals with friends and family, enlisting their support in my journey. I also explored techniques like temptation bundling, pairing an activity I enjoyed with a habit I wanted to build to make the process more enjoyable. As I became more adept at building and maintaining new habits, I discovered a profound shift in my mindset. The initial resistance to change gradually gave way to a sense of empowerment. I realized that I had the power to shape my life, one small action at a time. Section 5. Overcoming setbacks, celebrating wins. The journey of 1% daily improvement was not without its share of setbacks. There were days when I fell short of my goals, when unexpected challenges arose, and when motivation waned. However, I learned to embrace these setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than viewing them as failures. One of the most valuable lessons I learned was the importance of self-compassion. Instead of berating myself for slip-ups, I practiced self-forgiveness, acknowledging that everyone stumbles on the path to progress. I used these setbacks as opportunities to reflect on what went wrong, identify areas for improvement, and adjust my approach accordingly. Equally important was celebrating my wins, no matter how small. Each day that I stayed committed to my goals, each milestone I reached, was an opportunity to acknowledge my progress and reinforce the positive changes I was making in my life. These small victories fueled my motivation, reminding me of the power of consistency and the transformative potential of small, daily improvements. As I navigated the ups and downs of the 1% challenge, I realized that the journey itself was just as important as the destination. It was about cultivating a growth mindset, embracing challenges, and developing the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. It was about learning to trust the process and believing in my ability to achieve lasting change, one small step at a time. Section 6. The unexpected benefits of gradual growth. As the months of consistent daily improvement turned into a year, I began to notice a profound shift, not only in my accomplishments, but also in my overall well-being. The benefits of the 1% challenge extended far beyond the initial goals I had set, permeating various aspects of my life in unexpected and rewarding ways. One of the most significant changes was a newfound sense of self-efficacy. By consistently showing up for myself and taking small steps towards my goals, I developed a deep-rooted belief in my ability to effect positive change in my life. This newfound confidence extended beyond the specific habits I was cultivating, empowering me to tackle new challenges and pursue opportunities I might have once shied away from. The cumulative effect of daily improvements also had a profound impact on my productivity and creativity. As I streamlined my routines and optimized my environment for focus, I found that I had more time and mental energy to devote to my most important work. This, in turn, led to a surge in creative output and a greater sense of fulfillment in my endeavors. Perhaps the most unexpected benefit of the 1% challenge was the positive impact it had on my relationships. As I prioritized my well-being and personal growth, I found myself showing up as a more present, patient, and supportive partner, friend, and family member. The ripple effects of my daily improvements extended outward, positively influencing my interactions and connections with the people I cared about most.